scrum halves, the 2 9s. Andre Warner and Gonzalo Bertranu. 2 guys that can orchestrate it as good as anyone in this league. And do. Now Warner takes it himself. Now he'll go to the boot, chases on for it. Down on the floor. Now it's into the hands of Kutzer. Here's Matthews now. He's always a threat. Little hop step there. Plays it back inside. Ina Foudy.
On the shoulder play.
Seattle working their way down. Lindenmuth, another touch from him. Herbst, big finishing, driving tackle made there by the Legion. Now Kutzer back into the hands of Rousseau. Devon Rousseau.
Playing advantage offside. You're fine there. We're coming back offside. Where's the police beat?
There's the call from Robin Kaluzniak.
Okay.
It just feels like Seattle's starting to get their rhythm now.
Offside.
Off of 2 errors, though, from Mill, not finding touch.
What's our decision shot? Okay, we'll have the shot at goal. We'll do the hydration break after.
So there you hear that David Kutza is going to attempt this penalty kick, and then we'll take our hydration break. Herb's getting some medical attention from both the trainers now. Working around that left eye of Rhino Herbst. A little blood there on the cheek. Such is rugby. We play on. They play around it indeed. Our man James Dealey from up in Toronto. Time for playoff rugby. You can get on the air with your tweets on X, #MLR 2026. And here in the 21st minute, Davey Kutza puts it through. And you got a couple of the very best in this league. And Ed Timpson for California. Patty Ryan's right up there too for the Seattle Seawolves side. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, look, both of those guys are absolute machines.
He said he's a unique player, just the way he does everything. He used the phrase awkward strength, which I thought was interesting. It's nothing flashy that he does, Bree, but man, is it effective.
Yeah, I mean, I think the words he used was he's not a battering ram, right? And that's kind of what I was just getting at.
Yeah. 82%, third in the league, 85 points coming in. 88 after that first kick, and he tacks on 3 more, does the South African native Davey Kutzer, who's been in this league and scored well over 400 points in his career. Spent 4 years with Houston. Big pickup, and he gives him 3 more. It's 13-6 here, Bree.
And Kutzer and Warner at 9. Those 2 guys, that pairing, such a huge signing in the offseason coming over from Houston. And already just that chemistry, that's something that they don't have to worry about in the short season that we saw this year. These 2 guys, just the orchestrators of this team.
So Oscar Tracy there, the right wing, number 14, trying to win that ball on that kick, unable to come up with it. He's a rookie. Here's Tracy. Just his 4th cap, his 3rd start. He's got 1 try in his career, and it came against Seattle in week 4 in the win for California. He's a product of Central Washington, who produced their fair share of rugby players. He won the top player in college rugby in 2025, the Rudy Scholes Award. Into touch, this one goes here. What's front and center with you right now in this match, Bree?
I think right now it is the physicality, right? We've seen a plethora of lineouts, and we will continue to see that throughout the match. We get a good look at Tracy, who you just touched on earlier, Ben. But I think if Seattle wants to turn over this ball, they have to meet the Legion at the gain line. Go back to those double tackles that we were talking about earlier. If they're able to get that and dictate the contact more, they can turn over the ball and actually start playing with it some more. But right now, Legion able to get away from that one cleanly.
Yeah, Joe Tafatea with a short throw to the big tight head prop there. Tonga Kofe keeping it out of the air. There have been a couple of miscues, and as we've talked about, don't kill the messenger, but it's been a problem for California.
Well, and it's a good adjustment right there, as you were just alluding to, Ben. And right now, Bertrand picking off of the ruck. This is where he comes alive.
Gonzalo Bertrand, big carry there, taken down just inside of the 22-meter line.
Side entry.
But Robin Kaluzniak came in from the side. What do you think, Bree? I see you kind of like, I don't know.
Oh, no, I mean, that was just a huge win. Just take a look here. Bertrand, he always catches you sleeping. And so he goes himself, has so many carries as a halfback. But you saw Matthews just able to get in there And you could see it looked like Nasagenge came on the left side. I mean, tough to see from that angle, but the fullback made the right decision, and Legion go again.
So you may have caught Ed Timpson, number 7. He was getting a little bit of medical attention. It's going to be a bloodbath tonight. You know that. It's knockout rugby. Corbs has talked about it. Breeze talked about it. The guys in our studio, Will Hooley and Nate Augsburger and Sam Windsor, what a wealth of experience we are surrounded with on the broadcast here tonight each and every week. Those 3 men I just mentioned will take you through halftime. They'll have the post-game portion of the match with Corbs in Tukwila. Here's Bertranu now, finds Billy Meeks. Billy Meeks driven into the ground. Peterson, another big dominant tackle there from him, but they didn't roll away in time.
Yeah, and well done by the Legion of sealing that one off quickly. And you can see Meeks saying, yeah, you didn't roll away quickly enough.
I don't know, but I'm guessing at 35 years old, those hits get a little harder to take, which is where Billy's at in age.
Yeah, and, you know, Deno said it himself earlier. He said he's taken way more hits than he wants to at this age.
Dave Dennis,
But he just, I mean, the wealth of knowledge and expertise and leadership that he shows on the field, you know, he backs that right up. Doesn't matter how old he is, he's able to step it up.
And there he is, a cult hero, an icon in Seattle. That is the guy known as Broccoli Guy. Broccoli Man dancing, having fun in Seattle. There he is, right side of your screen there. Another short ball here on the line out. Tafatea into the hands of big Tonga Kofe.
Good. Fire.
Picked up from the back there. That was Muti. He's the loose end prop now. California looking to get into the try zone again. This is Timpson. Botcher's there. They get him down to the floor. Meeks in there trying to help out and trying to reach through. It's turned over. It's turned over. They were right at the try line. And Seattle with a massive turnover. Here they come now, trying to flip the pitch. Matthews, he's double tackled. Tracy in there to help take him down. What a turnover there, Bree Kim.
Oh, just as I was about to say, the physicality was going California's way. That hit went Seattle's way, and here we go. Warner with a break.
Andre Warner into the open pitch. Warner now going to kick one into the corner, trying to put the pressure on him, trying to get it and get there, and they do. And it's McLean, Rufus McLean, his first start of the season. The USA Eagle and the Seattle Seawolves winger with a beautiful finish, and Seattle's right back in it.
On a dime, Andre Warner. But first, let's look at the turnover. Legion was just pounding on the door, lost that ball right at the try line. Peterson gets it out, and then it's just get it away from trouble. Here we go, Foodie spreading that ball out wide, and Duncan Matthews gets that hit here. That's what sets it up. And man, kept it alive was Warner. How pretty was that? And then the
so you might have heard there Rama Kaluzniak talking there. Do you think it might have been a penalty? We may be looking at something. And how about Davey Kutza? Ice in his veins. Sticks that one from the far line.
Back we go.
All right. You heard Rama Kaluzniak.
Have a look at that. Yeah.
Head contact appears to be the indication. I believe that's Lance Williams.
Time is off.
No, it's Joe Mono.
Referee initiated review, looking for foul play by number 5 blue at the ruck.
That's Joey Mono. So they're looking at this here. You heard Kaluzniak. It's on Rhino Herbst is what they're looking at.
Okay.
I was just going to say, they've been putting those last few rucks that we just saw, a lot more pressure from the Seawall defense, but take a look here.
Right.
Just watch for Herbst to release and then go back in.
Yep.
I believe it is on that next phase.
So there's 5 on the right of your screen.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, if broadcast can replay this, that would be great.
Right there.
Following a referee-initiated review, it was determined that number 5 has come from distance. He has a tucked arm, so we are dealing with foul play. There's head contact. It's a high degree of danger and no mitigation. It's going to be a 20-minute red card to number 5 blue.
That is a massive turn of events, Amelia. Any thoughts on that? Right call. What's your thought?
He can't charge in with a tucked arm and hit someone.
Yeah, because the tackle is, or the ruck is dead, there's not really a contest there. He's just coming in and wreaking havoc, for lack of a better term. And because he makes head contact, especially with a tucked arm, you can't mitigate that. And unfortunately, that ends up being a red card.
Ready.
Very good, Laws analyst Emilio Luciano. That is a massive turning point in this match, Bree.
Oh, that is huge. Huge momentum swing, and especially to lose someone like Herbst, who was already filling the shoes of Richard Hadding. That's a huge, huge change in the tide, and Legion now going to want to put as many points as they can on the board, especially in these last few minutes.
See what they can do here. 3.5 remaining in the half. California with possession, leading by 3. Rhino Herbst gone for 20 minutes with that red card. Massive, massive moment in this match. Bertrand to it.
Okay, let him go.
Moody with the carry. Down to the floor he goes. Lays the ball back at the base.
First infringement is holding on.
Wow. Koluzniak gets California. Said they didn't release. That's on Moody. Goes over to Seattle. Leans forward a couple of meters. Kenny Nasagenge at the back now. Up for Lance Williams. Williams turns, works it back. Not much opportunity for Milne to do much as Patty Ryan got to him. And another turnover going back to Seattle. Solid strike from Davy Kutzer, and that is good. And it's 16 apiece here as we've hit the halftime break here, Bree Kim. Carry there from Ezekiel Lindenmuth. Put back Warner, little bump there, no harm done. Creel back inside with a big shot delivered on Warner, but he got rid of it. Matthews now. He's taken and driven back. Bertrand was set up next Sunday night's final in Chicago. Davy Kutzer on the way, and that one is good again. Here's Davy Kutzer now. Here comes California, trying to knife his way through there. Good job on the carry by the center for Seattle. Botcher now. Botcher takes on 2. Driven down to the floor by Kofe. First time we've called
nothing wrong with that cleanup.
number 8's name tonight with a carry. Vavao, he's the guy in for the aforementioned Richard Hadding, their captain. Saw coming out at halftime there. Bree talked about him, and big loss, but so far Seattle right here, right where they want to be, knocking on the door, down 4. The carry from Rousseau. Warner short for Red Wing Ice. Malawia helps wrestle him down. Lindenmuth plays it back now. Kutzer outside. Patty Ryan, a little bit of space. But the flanker runs right over Billy Meeks. Big shot delivered from Patty Ryan, who played with California the last couple of years. Jason Dom told us a couple of weeks ago they really wanted to sign him, but he wanted to go elsewhere. Blazing his own trail. Red Wing Ice. Big shot delivered there on the hit from Malawia, former linebacker in the NFL for a couple of seasons. College football at Wyoming. Malawia. Warner.
No.
Seattle being patient here. Kutzer now steps on the gas, tries to get through. Great ball played right into the hands. It's taken in, and it's Devon Rousseau who puts it down. And Seattle with the try, back on top here against the Legion.
Rousseau cuts through the defense like butter. Seattle so patient in their phases of attack. That little ball behind the pod, and then Kutzer knows exactly who's on his inside. What a beauty. Take a look. Rousseau just patiently waiting. Here, give me that ball.
Davy Kutzer eyeing this one up. Looking to put his side up. Extend this lead to 3, and he's...
No, 7.
Big collision there. Williams took the shot. Lindenmuth in there. Lindenmuth, another strong finish there. Takes the carrier down. Reaching for his left wrist there was Lindenmuth. And it's a turnover going the way of Seattle. They did not release California in time.
And who else is it going to be but Patty Ryan?
3, you must give the ball back. Right here.
He's in the roll, right?
Yeah. No. For me, they're clearly out of the way there. Here it is. Shot now. Thank you. Shot a goal.
Headshot here, sir.
And now, look where the penalty happens.
No.
In the first half, you get 2 challenges.
No, you do not. No. No, you're out of challenges. You get 1 challenge. Gentlemen, I can't be explaining the rules to you in the playoffs. You have one challenge. It was unsuccessful. You have no more remaining.
Simple as that.
Very clear. And I mean, there were 2 challenges at the beginning of this year. That went down to 1. And Dom just pleading with the referee, but not to be answered there. And Kutsa, what a night he's had.
Perfect night so far. Got that conversion on that last try by Rousseau inside of that right post. And here he goes from distance, about a 40-meter kick, and he is making this look really easy as Davy Kutzer. And it is not easy, ladies and gentlemen. Winner goes on to the MLR Championship next Sunday night in Chicago. Will they face 11-0 Chicago, or will Old Glory DC? New England won its first of 3 in a row against the San Diego Legion. Then this ball comes right back into the hands now of Warner, and a huge bounce here. Seattle knocking on the door here. 8 p.m. tomorrow night, ESPNU. Chicago will take on Old Glory DC. Now McLean thought about it, now cuts back inside. Rufus McLean. Seattle needing points here. Down by 11. 69th minute. Outside, Dan Creel. He scored one of his tries last week in that part of the pitch, right in that area. Off the hands of Botcher, turned over. California's got it.
That is not called.
Now Bertranu. Kick coming. Joey Mano out there had to kick it under a lot of pressure there from McLean.
Yeah, no, he's under no pressure. He chose to kick it away. Yeah, advantage is over. Nah, same exact thing I called over there.
And yet again, Legion able to withstand Seattle knocking on their door, but Seattle will have this line out. They have to convert here, Ben. There's only 10 minutes left in this match. They've got to convert on this line out.
Clean setup.
Down to crunch time in Tukwila. Dewey Kutsa will engage here. Redling Ice goes deep on it. They go short instead to Botcher. Botcher up. Kutzer's a pain in the neck at the back here. Trust me. He's got it under his right arm.
It's back off the mark.
Plays it back to Warner now. Now Creel. Warner quickly to it. Working to the left side. Out over the top. Dropped right in for Foodie. Foodie takes on 3. Gets about 4 meters. Warner to it. Ryan. Patty Ryan. Nowhere to go. Bit of a dangerous ball, but he got it. Now Warner back to Kutsa. Now Davy Kutsa going to kick one to the edge. Out there to McLean. McLean in space. McLean dives. And Rufus McLean able to get home. Another brilliant kick from Davy Kutzer, and McLean with his 2nd of the night.
That is how you respond. Seattle had the advantage, but didn't even need it. And here, Kutzer does what he's done so many times this season. Just drops a dime. McLean just waiting. Didn't we see that earlier in the match?
We sure did.
On the other side of the field.